and a real nice fella. He was in attendance there. Hopefully he might get to liking boxing, and maybe he'll put on an event like that.
They got a nice facility over there.
He also had one of his commissioners, Mr. Leslie Proctor, was in, and also the person in charge of their public relations. She was there, and I didn't get to get a picture of her. But we'd welcome the opportunity to have an event. It draws a big crowd.
Sure. Look, I see Bob on Francais in the background. Huh? Is that what I see back there? Bob Moore.
Oh yeah, he does a great job as announcer at these events.
Look, the Hebert brothers.
The Hebert brothers. On the left is Ross, and in the middle is with little or no hair. No, he shaves it clean, and that's Seth. And I love that picture. In fact, I told him we're going to sell that at Walmart Monday morning.
Watch those two boys grow up.
Yep, saw them grow up.
And that's some of the boxes.
That's Mason, Mighty Mason Menard. He holds one of the, he holds two. He's the Louisiana lightweight champion, and also another championship that's nationwide. And on the left is one of our commission members of the Boxing Commission, Mr. Johnny Raymond, with Buck and Johnny's Pizzeria in downtown Brobridge, Louisiana. And on the right, of course, is his real good friend, Bobby Martin. And Bobby is a motorcycle rider, so he's a good friend of mine.
Cool.
And she seems to know Mr. Johnny. He's got a good smile because she's a beautiful young lady. And then the next picture is her friend, and I'm not sure what the
ring
connection.
Girls or something
no, they're not ring girls. Oh no, they're just pretty girls. And this is Ladi Lazaro, Kay and Butch's young son. He's a medical doctor in Lafayette, Louisiana, and his young son, and he makes all of the boxing events. They love it. Butch wasn't there, but
welcome back, KSLO.
Butch is doing good. And this is a young man who is associated with Dupree Logistics. That's Dupree Transport, as we used to call him. And his young son is Jalen, and Jalen's friend is Kristen Broussard.
There you go.
And real nice. And he goes and works out with the boxers every day.
Very good.
And just loves it. I'll say every day.
When he could fight himself.
And then the security guy was so nice, I just had to have a picture of him.
And look,
and then Ram Sparrow was with us.
Ram Sparrow's pretty nice, too.
Oh, Lordy. We've been knowing each other since we roomed at Dorm C at SLI.
Now, who's this guy?
This is a character. This is a character. Garrett LeBlanc.
Yes, sir.
He knew all of the guys with Union National. That's who he started life insurance. And Mr. Olin Brown was his manager and leader and boss. And let me tell you, he loved that man. He says where he is today, he can name about 3 or 4 people, naturally mom and daddy. And Mr. Olin is right there at the top. He's deceased now. And he knows Benny Desertel. He knew the late Bob Sebastian, Danny Mesh, my neighbor. And today he works with American General Life, and they're opening up a full-scale branch office in Lafayette, of which he'll be in charge. And his lovely wife is Michelle. I've never seen a man so high on his wife. He says she's beautiful, Mr. Bobby, and we get along great. So I didn't get a picture of her, although I did get to meet Michelle. She is as pretty as he said.
And there we go. It's a boxer from Russia, is it?
Russia, that's correct. Boxer, he
trains out of Bear Lake, California. Is that what I see on his
That
shirts?
is correct. And they're traveling. In 2 weeks from now, he'll be fighting up in the Chicago area, and he's building up a reputation around the world. Good fighter. Started when he was about 8 years old boxing, and that's his 2 gentlemen, trainer and manager and promoters, along with Ramp and Vicky. And then I'm in the picture with them that time.
And then this is a board road.
That's in Avals Parish. They're going to be running a 48-inch pipeline from around the Shreveport area up at the Shale, Haynesville Shale area, all the way to Donaldsonville, Louisiana.
That's a long
And they're preparing the work, the line where they're going to be actually laying this. There's a lot of people moving into the bunker area all over Avals, but particularly the bunker. We showed some pictures of that office last week or 2 weeks ago.
One or the other.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Close enough.
And there's a sunset in Avals Parish.
That is correct.
And That's all I got.
That's all the pictures we have.
I got to get some sponsors in, though. You know, I'm going to fuss you. LHC Group, all your home health care needs. LHC Group can help you. And I'm talking about the medical equipment, the beds, the service to hit the button so that the people come out and check on you. They can get the therapists, the nurses, all that type of thing. If you're homebound, if you're just recovering from something, they can handle all that as well. And they got locations throughout the United States. And I think, didn't you visit with Mr. Harold Taylor?
We're missing a picture.
I don't have it.
I took a picture with my little man, Earl Sally. It was on my camera. And we looked at it, so I know we saw it.
Earl Sally.
Earl Sally. You know Earl Sally, washboard Earl Sally? I first met him. He was playing with Terrence Simeon. He reminded me, we called it a gig back in those days. Yeah. Joe Simeon was in one vehicle and I was in another, and we brought him up to Jock Scott was running for Congress.
You didn't shoot I don't remember seeing no picture. Did you maybe shoot a video of it instead? Well, I don't know. I don't have it. That's all I got.
Well, we got to check and see what the camera said at.
All right.
You don't have it. It was the last picture on
the camera?
On the camera. Last picture on the camera.
I don't have it.
Don't have it. Well, Earl, I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm going to talk about him. And now, of course, he plays with Chubby Carrier, and they just went up to, Los Angeles, and received their Grammy Awards.
Yeah, sure.
And they each get a Grammy, and they're now being engraved and should be here during the month of April. He's going to come back to my office, and we'll get another picture. Earl, I apologize, because we looked at it. He and I looked at the picture.
Oh, did? Okay.
We looked at the picture. And, of course, Terrence was the person, he and his wife Cynthia, responsible for the Grammy being made an official part of the program.
The Cajun / Zydeco Grammy.
That's correct.
Steamboat Warehouse. Get mama away from the smell of her own cooking. Bring her out to Washington, Louisiana. Beautiful Washington. And right now with the weather, I mean, it's cool in the evenings. Beautiful place. I know your notes, but I ain't seen nothing on that camera. You can go out and go visit Chef owner Jason Hugay in Washington. He gets great seafood, great steaks, whatever you're looking for right now. I mean, the weather's just gorgeous. You can go out there and get a good bottle of wine. He'll make some recommendations for you. The menu's always changing. There's always something new. You know, you've got the classics that you like. Maybe you like that crawfish palmetto, the catfish palmetto with the catfish and crawfish sauce together. Or maybe you like the paddle wheel. They got all kind of great, the shrimp Lizzie, all that great stuff. But then he's always doing something new, whatever's fresh and available. A lot of times whenever the point starts with the soft shell crabs, starts getting those the point soft shell crabs as well. So go by, have a good time at Steamboat. And one more, Wound Treatment Center. Wound Treatment Center, they will help you out with wound treatments if it's from diabetic type issues, it's varicose vein issues, maybe just something you're just not healing well from diabetes or something like that, or a surgery maybe you had. They can do all that type of work with hyperbaric treatment. They've got the synthetic skin that they put. They'll do grafts of your own skin. They can handle any type of wound treatment that you need. But the hyperbaric is their big thing to try to make you heal fast through the Opelousas General Health System. Okay.
Another place that's open during the daytime, our Steamboat Warehouse is basically from 5 until when they close at night.
Right.
And of course on Sundays they have the brunch from 11 to 2. There's a new little cafe downtown Washington in the Wolf building. And I'm not sure if it's...
You called it by name the other day. What is it?
Yeah, Cafe...
Opera House.
Opera House or Opera House Cafe. I'm not sure which one, but you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
It's owned by Pam and John Lee. That's Lindsay Lee's brother, by the way. So you know they know their
the food is good.
And they have a new lady there who I've known for years, Shirley Crawford from Port Barry. She said to be sure to tell Kevin Carrier hello, and also that he needs to go over there and eat a lunch with her. And I suggest that he bring Jude Orman, because Jude's from the Washington
Jude eats
area.
as well, that's what I heard.
And he eats pretty good, so he could be a good tester. Shirley's specialty is breads, like jalapeno cheese, sausage bread, rolls, loaves of bread, cinnamon rolls, cinnamon cakes, just on and on and on. She made a cake for one of their customers yesterday. They were having a birthday party on Tuesday for Susan Tenney. And of course, they live in Washington. She was there with Palmer Sashry, and Palmer said that y'all took Bible study together. She says, that young fella that's on that program with you knows his Bible.
How you like that?
She was very, I said, he's studying to be a priest, but he just hadn't announced it yet.
No.
And then Ann Nix was also there, and of course was an Olivier, if my memory serves me right.
Right.
I think Susan was a Quirk, and there was another lady there, and I apologize, I didn't get your name, or I didn't recognize you, one or the other, but I apologize. And it was real nice, and seemed to be, the foursome was thoroughly enjoying. The place is real, got a tall ceiling, must have a close to 18, 20-foot ceiling
Beautiful
in there.
building.
So gives it good ambiance. Whoa, Play Zone's coming to town.
Have to write that down.
Yeah.
We got Music and Markets coming back to Opelousas. It's not going to start till April, but we just want to let everybody know Little Pookie and the Zydeco Sensations are going to be the first weekend. And they're going to kind of mix some Zydeco and Cajun music and just local bands that are just good to listen to. Get ready come April.
Members of the Bi-State Fishing Rodeo on the Opelousas side, the area has been rooms have been reserved, and 5 lots for motorhomes campus has also been set aside over at the Cajun Palms RV Resort in St. Martin Parish, Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. And if you want to call and get some information, call for Crystal, and she can help you. I've already got my confirmation number and everything in hand, so I'm right on top of it. If you have any question or you need a phone number, please don't hesitate. Give me a call, and we'll certainly do what we can to help you. And I have a lot of
new road. You just, I'm finished with all my pile. You got a whole bunch of stuff left.
The world's largest pump station has just been installed in New Orleans to try to prevent this flooding of all the areas that flooded.
Right.
They have closed off that bad canal that brought all that water into the city.
Yes, sir.
And they've closed that off, and now they're adding some brand new state-of-the-art big pumping
They've already had stations for years, but it's all updated.
They didn't work like they were supposed to.
Right.
I see where Bill Fontenot, we've been talking about Bill Fontenot for many years. He's
with the Highway, Louisiana Highway.
Yes, he heads up the Lafayette district area, I guess, maybe 8 or 10 parishes. I'm not sure how many, but Cousin Bill, I guess I need to call him like I always call him, Cousin Bill Fontenot. My grandmother was a Fontenot and very close kin to his mom and dad in him. He's going to
retire, huh?
That's correct. He's retiring at the end of this month, is what what I understand. Has a lot of experience, and he wants to run for parish president. Don Menard will not seek that position this time. He's going to run for a state representative seat, and of course with the redistricting, I don't know who he'll run against, but he's going to be running.
10 seconds.
And anyhow, good luck to you, and if want to talk about it? Let's talk about it.
You got your prayer book?
I didn't even talk about one of the deaths that took place.
We're out of time.
Out of time. I apologize to all of you.
Next week we'll get it.
We'll get them. We'll catch you up next week.
Folks,
thanks.
This weekend.
Oh, Lordy.
Come on now.
This weekend, please attend a church of your choice. And our thought for today is, all-knowing Lord, let me realize that my real self is only what I am in your eyes. Give me a true picture of that self and inspire me to become better day by day. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for listening. Tell a friend.